Okay, so today we're going to take a look at the document management using Aras Innovator and the Microsoft Office connector. I'm going to be in Word. The connector, just a note, it works with Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. For this example, I'm going to be using Word. Just so you know, we have a command, we have a ribbon inside of the Office applications, and from there we can execute many of the commands that you have right inside the Aras Innovator interface when it comes to managing files and documents. What I mean by that is if I wanted to open a document from Aras Innovator, I can log in, and here I hit the open document. So here I get access to the same searching tools that we have when we use the interface directly. So if I just use our usual wildcards to be able to search for documents, you can see here I have the ability to open documents directly from Aras Innovator. But the good news is it is using the same security model. So even though I opened that document, I purposely opened a release document, and you see this document is released and cannot be modified. So the great news is inside of Aras Innovator, we set up our permissions and everything is respected even with the connector, so we don't have to worry about that. So you saw that we can retrieve, we can open from Aras. We can also have previously created documents open that we store. What I'm showing you an example of here is I just said I want to create a new Aras document. So this is starting a brand new Word document from the context that I know it's going to land in Aras Innovator. When you know that, when you have that kind of definition from the connector, the Microsoft Office connector, you have the ability to access the classifications of documents directly here. And again, all of this is configured based on your business needs and the types of documents, the classifications, the way you want to operate. But what you can do is you can enforce certain rules, meaning that if I create a product type document, I can have templates available. You can even make them required. So what that does is it makes people have, if you know that only certain types of documents should be attached to things like products, then you can make it, you can actually direct the users toward the right usage model and templates. In this case, I'm going to pick a test plan template, and then here I can link it directly to a part. So what I'm going to do here is search for a part that I have. So here you see I can grab this part, say OK. So what this is going to do, and I'm going to say this is my So when I say OK here, what I've just done again is I said I'm creating a brand new Word document. I created that Word document from a template that is actually stored inside Aras Innovator. Aras Innovator directed me to the fact that when we create product type documents, we use either a test plan or a product spec, but then it also allowed me to directly attach it during the creation of the document. So here you see I can add more text and things like that, but what I'm going to do is when I do a save, again, the regular saves are the saves that you'd expect. So this is on my local drive now. I'm going to work on this document for a day, a week, a month, whatever the case may be. When I'm ready and I want to save it to Aras, I hit Save to Aras, and what you'll see happen is a couple things come into play. So this is the exchange of properties with Aras Innovator. So it's going to go through, and you see that it actually named the document. And again, this is all configurable, but in our business, what we've decided to do is that any document that is a product type document linked to a part will automatically be named by the number of the actual part itself, and then an extension of doc. In this case, it's the 4th Office document that's attached to that particular document part number. It also, you see it filled in the title, and it also filled in the revision and the author. Again, this is the information coming from Aras Innovator. I'm going to save and close. What save and close does is it allows me to add a comment, and this is actually going to save this into Aras Innovator, make a version of the document if it was different than the previous, and also close it, and you see that it tells me it was saved successfully. Let's pop over to Aras Innovator and see what that looks like. Again, I can get to that directly here through the part, which I will do. I could also search for it in the documents, but just to show you what happened automatically using that connector. Again, doing document management using our Microsoft Office connector, kind of the automated behavior that you get is that when we go to this part now, you'll see that on the Documents tab, I now should have a document attached, which is the test plan for the extruder. So you see here, and if I open that up, it's created the document container. The document container has automatically got a relationship to the part, It knows it was created from a template. It has the Word document that we just created together attached, and it's also automatically created the PDF as well. So Microsoft Office Connector, right inside of your Office tools, gives you all the document management capabilities that you need, also uses the same security model for Aras Innovator, and once you're inside Aras Innovator with these documents, you also have the ability to have access to our visual collaboration, both the quick viewer here for allowing you to do quick markups, as well as to have any kind of conversation or visual collaboration on those documents.